Before we start, I'm going to hit the red subscribe button so you never miss out on any of our videos. Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to our channel. Interviews and press conferences are just a part of NBA players. They're something that can't be avoided, and eventually all the players have to get through them in their career, and it can be hectic sometimes. But for their fans, their interviews are a source of endless entertainment. And it's even more entertaining when these players are caught in an embarrassing moment during these interviews. Let's jump into a few of our favorite yet embarrassing moments of NBA interviews. Allen Iverson. The 2001 to 2002 season was a rough one for Allen Iverson after all. His team Philadelphia 76ers lost in the first round of the playoffs to the Boston Celtics. During the season, he was involved in a conflict with the head coach of his team, and moreover, his best friend was murdered recently. So he had a lot in his bag, and wasn't in a good place at the time. So in an interview, when he was asked about his dedication to practice, he burst out on the reporters. He started ranting, during which he used the word practice 22 times. Even though it was embarrassing, but truly shows us just how Iverson was disturbed at the time. Tim Hardaway. NBA players often have no filters. However, Tim Hardaway took things to a whole different level during an interview in 2007. When he was asked about his feelings about a certain community in America, he replied that he hates such people, and he can't imagine having to play with one of them. His reply was very offensive to the community, and it kind of embarrassed himself as a public figure, and as a result, he was dropped out of many basketball-related events. Poor Tim. Michael Beasley is known for his love for the games. However, he's also famous for being intoxicated most of the time. During an interview in 2018, as soon as he was asked questions by the reporters, he started to give out relevant short answers, most of which didn't even make sense, and due to the redness in his eyes, it was clear that he was inebriated during the interview. Russell Westbrook. It's no secret to anyone that Westbrook receives a lot of hate by opposing teams, as he's considered a great competition to all other players. In an interview, a player from an opposing team was asked how they can perform well, and he replied that they can win if Westbrook stays on the bench. This comment was brought up by a reporter while he was interviewing Westbrook, and made him really angry, and he lashed out on the reporter. Stephen Curry. We all love the cute little daughter of Stephen Curry, Riley Curry. That's because in a 2015 interview during the Western Conference Finals, she totally stole the spotlight from Stephen, making comments and interrupting the interview in such adorable ways that had all the reporters smiling. It may have been embarrassing for Stephen, but it's certainly the most adorable interview the NBA ever had. Latrell Sprewell. Latrell Sprewell is easily one of the most controversial figures in NBA history. His violent outbursts and harsh language have often landed him in hot water. However, he caught the media's attention during an interview in 2004 when he was asked about his recent outburst. At the start of the year, he was offered a $21 million contract of 3 years extension, which was less than his current contract, due to which Sprewell lashed out on the offer, quoting the words, "I have a family to feed. What $21 million aren't enough to feed a family?" Rudy Gobert. While most of the NBA interviews are embarrassing themselves, this interview stands out because of all the embarrassment faced afterward. Rudy Gobert, in an interview, was asked questions about his stance on COVID-19. He decided to mock it by deliberately touching all the microphones and recording devices, and then touching everything in the locker room. What he didn't know was that he had coronavirus himself, and all his teammates had it because of him. Lebron James. While most of the time it's the players who made themselves embarrassed during the NBA interviews, sometimes it's the reporters themselves that end up in embarrassment by asking stupid questions. Such was the case when a reporter asked LeBron James a question that was indirectly mocking his team. He stood up and told the reporter that he messed up. It was fun watching LeBron take a stand when someone tried to mock his team. Michael Jordan. There's no doubt that he's one of the best players in NBA history, but when he retired, he gave a speech in which he mentioned all the people who wronged him. It's embarrassing because many of the people were in the audience at the time. Well, he pulled a courageous act. Dwight Howard. Honestly, he needs to tread most carefully around the media than any other player. This guy is more controversial right now than Mr. James, and anything he says needs to be carefully scripted or he may get in trouble. In an interview, when a reporter complimented him on his shirt, he reacted in a way he shouldn't have, which is embarrassing for both him and the reporter. Is complimenting such a bad thing? This brings us to the end of our video. I hope you enjoyed it. Hit like if you did, and don't forget to subscribe to our channel so you don't miss out on any of our videos in the future. Also, watch 2 videos that are on your screen, because I'm sure you'll love them. With that, I'll see you in the next video.